morning. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Talk Williams, host of Creator What? Hip Hop 50th, and I am in Baltimore City, more specifically on the corner of, let's see, what does that say right there? Calvert and Fayette Street. You see it? You don't see it? Let me see if I can zoom in. Let's see if I can get the zoomy going. Right there at the corner of Calvert and Fayette Street. Yep, good morning, man. And unfortunately or fortunately, what you see is a courthouse right there at Calvert and Fayette. And that's where both adults and juveniles go to court. And then what you see right here is another courthouse where, which I understand, all the adults go. And you hear the horns, you hear the sounds. Baltimore is woke. And I just want to say good morning. It's like 7:30 a.m., something like that. And people are up and moving around, and the city is just coming to life. Let me just say that. It's a red light or green light. So let me just do a spin real quick to make you dizzy. Had the people hitting their horns telling me to get the hell out of the street. You know, let me do that. Let's see if I can say good morning to these wonderful people. Good morning. How I say good morning? What's your nationality? Guatemalan? Okay. Well, you know I'm not Guatemalan, right? How I say, let me see. I know a little Spanish, this much. You speak fluent English? You speak it well. If you say a little bit, you know what you're talking about. Because when people learn it, they don't say a little bit. Yeah. So let me ask you, how do I say, como se dice, what is your name? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? All right, ¿cuál es tu nombre? Andrea? All right, mi nombre, Tak. Like TikTok, Tak. And how do I say, como se dice, I'm visiting from Chicago? So do you live here? From Guatemala? Why did you come here? It's better? This your family? Your grandma's beautiful. How do I say? Hermosa? Muy hermosa. Two, muy hermosa. Come here, grandma.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you like it here? So what type of work you do? Not right now? Huh? What's that? Oh, Amazon. Okay, that's cool. Let me see. Yeah, that's cool. So your grandmother likes it here? She loves it, right? I have a friend from Guatemala. Her name is Kayla. Mm-hmm. They came to Chicago. Yeah. And it was I guess kind of messed up for her and her family because her brother was sent to a center in New York, and her sisters was sent to centers in Miami. And when they finished the hearings, they sent her brother back because some affiliation, right? But they allowed her and they allowed her sister to come to Chicago and stuff like that. I'm not going to worry you. I just want to say, how I say, buenos dias, right? And how do I say, have a nice weekend? Fin de semana? How do you say? Como se dice, have a good weekend? Feliz fin de semana? Feliz fin de semana. All right, yeah. I would say I won't see y'all tomorrow. So if I was gonna see you tomorrow, I would say hasta mañana, right? But no, right? So I say how do I, Monday. Yeah, so I'll be around. Yeah. I just wanted to walk through the streets downtown in Baltimore as it was waking up, as they wake up. That's all. But let me see if I can say, how do I say nice meeting you? Because I was going to say, lo siento, no entiendo más despacio, por favor. Y'all have a great one, okay? All right, okay, all right. Yeah, so there you go. See? People say good morning. You can meet. Oh, you on YouTube. Go to my channel. TAK, like talk. TAK, skip a space, Williams. Williams. Talk Williams. Yeah, Williams. WITAK, skip a space, Williams. Oh no, wipe that out. Yeah. Yeah. WILLIAMS. Yeah, hit that. That's it. Hit it. Hit it. Now look, you on there. Look at the channel. See? Look. Grandma on there. Hold on. Oh. Look. See? You see it? Look.
Yeah, that's good.
You subscribe? Thank you. You see my subscribers? Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah. See how nice people are? People are so nice. I'm sorry. Good morning. The city is woke. All right, so let me walk down the street. Let me see what else I can get. They from Guatemala. Yeah. I didn't want to get too deep. I just wanted to kind of hit the surface, see if they was good going on their papers, or was they like, get the hell away from me before ICE pull up. But it sounded like they was good on their papers. She's doing the Amazon delivery thing, and grandma, and they right out there exposed. So I don't think that they had any worries about anybody messing with them in terms of their migratory status or anything, because they just wouldn't have been out there. They just wouldn't have been out there. I doubt very seriously if she would have had her mother, looks like her brother, and her grandmother just out there. But anyway, back to the streets in Baltimore. Baltimore, wake up on a Thursday. Summer's over, but it still feels good. Right here at the corner of, what's this? Calvert Street in Baltimore City. That's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is. But let's finish going through the city. This is a busy block right here. This is Baltimore Street. This is a busy block. Actually, I'll tell you, I'm gonna walk down here, but this is a busy block. Sometimes it's a little too busy in a way that a lot of people may not want it to be, but here's the thing. I'm standing here at the corner of Baltimore Street and I forgot what other street I'm on. St. Paul or something, right? No, Calvert Street, right? Now watch this. I'm gonna count the cameras. Let's do that. You talking about cameras? That's why I be saying, if you're a shorty, if you're a juvenile, or you're adult, and you coming home from one of these juvenile institutions, or you some type of adult serving time somewhere, and you just not up on shit, don't let technology get you knocked off. Like technology, if you're not up on it, technology itself will get you knocked off. Let me give you an example. I'm right here, right? All right. I'm at the intersection of Baltimore Street and Calvert Street. This is how technology gets you knocked off. So I'm standing here. I'm with my phone, right? All right. So anybody, any juvenile, any adult can walk up to me and hit me in my mouth or just snatch my phone and run down the street. There's nothing I can do. Why is it there's nothing I can do? For a couple reasons. I can't fight. I'm not a fighter. I was never a fighter. I can't fight. What's the second reason? I can't run. I was never a runner. I can't run. So whether they hit me, knock me down, or just snatch the phone out of my hand and run down the street, they got it. Like right now, they got it. But here's the challenge that juvenile or that adult is facing when they're not aware, okay? One, does this phone even have a phone plan on it? That's one, technologically speaking. Does this phone have a phone plan on it? They gone, they got away, they knocked me down. It doesn't matter whether I call the police or not. Let's just act like they're around the corner or they jumped in the car and they're gone. The question is, does this phone have a phone plan, first of all? Is it locked? Is it a closed phone? Meaning, if you buy a phone from certain carriers, whether it be Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, it doesn't even matter. The phone could be locked to that network. Why? Because the person that purchased the phone may not have paid for the phone. So a lot of times when people get phones, they haven't paid for that phone. They get that phone on some type of installment program. And when you look in or they go to get it turned on or something, they can't even get it because it's closed network. Now, can you get a prepaid plan on it? Of course you can get a prepaid plan on it, but you gotta get it from what? That place. And then if it come up stolen, listen, it's a gamble just taking the phone, because technically there might be some challenges on either selling it or using it. But let's say, they say, oh, I'm not worried about the challenges of selling it or using it. I'm just gonna connect it to Wi-Fi. Fine. Now, I call the police, right? And they come here. And I say, hey, it was one of them, it was two of them, it was three of them. They hit me in my mouth, they knocked me down, they dragged me, whatever it is. They just snatched it out of my hand and ran down the street. Well, here's the challenge for the people who did it. Ready? I'll show you. Here we go, right? Watch this. And like I say, I'm just giving this message to say, in part, that if you're a juvenile and you in some institution, or you're an adult and you haven't been home for a while, don't come home with these antiquated ideas of brute force, because your lifespan or your career is going to wind up very short before the authorities can get to you again because of technology. Okay? So, like I said, this has nothing to do with me preventing somebody from taking this phone and running down the street or hitting me in my mouth and taking the phone. But here's what you're up against if you're not aware. This is what you're up against. Let me show you. You ready? I'm standing there at Calvert in Baltimore Street. Right above me is one camera. That's like right above me. Like when it happens, if that camera's working, it's right there is a camera, right? Okay. Right across the street from me, let me get it right, there's another camera on the front of that door, almost at street level. That's two cameras, right? Right here on the same light, if you go this way, look at this. On this light pole, 1, 2, 3, that's 3 cameras. That's 5 cameras, 5. And you say, oh, they traffic cams. Listen, man, if the cameras can take video and pictures of cars, you think they can't freeze it and look at the people I'm like, give yourself a break even thinking nonsense like that, right? So that's 5 cameras we counted, right? I have not left this corner. I'm still on this corner. So pointing across the street, pointing right at me again. 2 more cameras. That's 6, that's 7 cameras, right? That's 7 cameras, like right there. And then across the other street on a diagonal, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more cameras. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 cameras. 11 cameras right here at this intersection that I'm standing at, right? And you may be thinking, oh, they all traffic cams. See, there you go again. That's why I'm telling you, if you're a juvenile and you've been away, if you're an adult and you've been away, when you come home and see me or somebody like me on the corner and you decide, I'm gonna just hit him in his mouth and take his camera and run down the street, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get away because I can't fight. I ain't gonna stop you. You're gonna get away because I can't run. I can't catch you. But it's 11 fucking cameras right here, not counting the movie that you made to walk up to this corner to punch me in my mouth. Not counting that. Not counting the phone calls and the texts that you made because you didn't know you was going to see me. This was a spontaneous act. You just walked up and said, there go a victim. Let's get his ass. See? That's how you get caught. Those antiquated, archaic ways of thinking where brute force, even when you're making love to your wife or your girl, and you just jam your stuff up in it, she say, hold up, I love you, but damn, that hurt. And you say, why it hurt? It's the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cameras. I can see myself standing here, and I haven't moved off the corner. And that is how that revolving door of you just came home and all I did was push dude and ran down the street. And a week later, police raiding your house. And you wondering why? Here's why. The technology, the techniques. Yesterday's method ain't today's method. You hear it in hip hop. You hear them saying it all the time. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Trust me and believe me. When you don't see the presence of law enforcement, don't let that fool you, because for the most part, the goal is not to prevent. It's not set up that way. These cameras are not set up to prevent crime. Nowhere do you see cameras in Baltimore City where they're set up to prevent crime. It's not. Let's just be perfectly honest about that. No, they're not. Because if they were, they would have PSAs, public service announcement. They would have the mayor and the police chief and community leaders and all of that pushing this message that crime is being permitted or prevented because we have a slew of digital access and cameras everywhere and the cooperations of businesses and local leaders and all types of grants and shit. No, that's not the message. They're saying they're catching people because of the cameras. So the goal here, where there's 11 fucking cameras, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cameras on me. The goal is not to prevent a dude from walking right up on me and snatching the phone out my hand and running down the street because I can't chase him. Hitting me in my mouth because I'm too fucking old. I can't fight. I never could fight. Ain't nothing I can do. No. The goal is they gonna come get your ass about 3 days from now after I call the police. Why? Because you shot a fucking movie to get here, and then you just highlighted the movie that you was shooting while you was here. That's all. One of these cameras out of 11 cameras, they look at the car you got out of, the person that you was with, the fucking license plate, the bus you got off of. They look at the fact you was on the phone. All of that. Now, I'm not promoting crime. I'm not trying to educate people how to get away from crime. My messaging to you is, when you are afforded an opportunity to get out of juvenile, to get out of prisons, you got to update your database. You got to update your thinking. You got to get current with what's going on now. That's why you don't need a large police presence. Because, again, it's not about prevention. It's about conviction. It's not about prevention. It's about capturing. It's not about prevention. It's about being able to take a digital footprint, which now is more important than a physical fingerprint, and tracking your ass down, and you done. And you back in juvenile, and you back in prison, and then you calling your mother, and you calling your homeboy, and you asking all your people that love you, who told on me? Who gave them my name? Let me help you out. You told on you. You gave them your name. Well, who gave them my phone number? You gave them my phone number. Who told them what I was wearing? You told them what you was wearing. Why? Because you shot a fucking movie. It's 11 cameras. You shot a whole HD movie. On that pole is 2 cameras. There's 3 cameras over there. There's 3 on this pole alone. There's 1 on the front of that building. There's 1 on top of me. And then you're gonna call somebody and say, I think so-and-so told. Nah, you're the fucking star. You're the director. You're the producer. Because why? That old way of thinking ain't what's going on. You gotta get out of that. But anyway, let me try to walk down the street. Let me shut up for a minute. Let me try to look at a comment. Shout out to Jeremy Walker. Jeremy says you can't outrun cameras. They everywhere in Chicago. They everywhere in Baltimore. They everywhere in Chicago. They everywhere. That's the thing. Keith, 1964, all about control. You absolutely right, it's all about control. When ain't it been? It's just more control. See, we don't like the cameras. A lot of people don't. I don't mind the cameras, right? But a lot of people, they don't like the cameras. They like, I'm disgusted. I hate the cameras, right? But as soon as my loved one is a victim, as soon as my house, oh, look at this. Look at this. This is a nice sight. A beautiful woman. Yes. Good morning. That is beautiful. Is it a boy or a girl? It's a puppy? Yeah. See, none of us like the cameras, okay? Let me put it back on me. None of us, right? But here's when we love the cameras, right? Here's when we go from liking the cameras to loving the cameras, right? Here's where it switches up for everybody, okay? When my loved one, oh wow, check this out. Isn't this something? Look, check that out. Whole lot of stuff from down here. This kind of reminds me of a game the girls used to play when I was a kid called hopscotch. Look at this. The plays the thing at. Okay, let me take a picture of this. To be or not to be. Okay, here we go. Oh, the plays. Oh, these are actually plays. I saw her once hop 40 paces through the street. Anthony and Cleopatra. To be or not to be, Hamlet. When shall we meet again? Macbeth. Yet be 3, come one more, 2 of both kinds make up. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Number 5, I hope good luck lies in odd numbers. The Merry Wives of Windsor. Number 6 and 7. All is uneven and everything is left. Richard II. Number 8. For nimble, though can jump both sea and land. Sonnet 44. Number 9. God, King of Cats, nothing but one of your lives, 9 lives. Number 10. All the world stage. Exit pursued by bear. I'm not as cultured. I didn't read any of that stuff. I know what a sonnet is. A sonnet is a 14-line poem with 7 sets of 2 lines that kind of go together. Not really like bars, like hip-hop song or something, but just whatever. Ignore me. But anyway, back to the cameras, right? Back to the cameras. I'm at the very next street. I'm at the very next intersection. I'm just down 1 step from where I was at. And look, it's starting to rain. But look, there's a camera right there. Right there. There's a camera right there. That's 2. There's 2 cameras up there. 2 of them up on that building right there. There's a camera right here. Like right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. There go another one up on the pole. 5 cameras. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. The next block, right up the street, it was 11 cameras. So if you're coming from this way, going up there to rob somebody, you're coming from 5 cameras to 11 cameras. And then you're going to ask your homeboy, man, who you think told on me? You told on you. Who you think told him what I was wearing? You told him what you was wearing. How you think they know which direction we came from? You told them which direction you came. See, the thing is, in the digital world, in the digital space, you know who the primary witness is against people committing crimes in that fashion? In that old brute force, knock him down, take his phone, run down the street, just bang dude in his mouth, drag him out in the corner, kick him, and maybe shoot him, and we gone. You know who your number 1 witness is? You are. You are. You're your number 1 witness. Stop asking people who told. You told. You did. Because you did the dress rehearsal. They saw you 2 blocks away. They saw you 2 blocks away, putting the hood on, tightening it up. They saw you. They saw you 3 blocks away, getting out the car. They saw you. They did. They saw you. You on video. It's like me. I'm making the movie right now. Look at this. I'm in an empty lot. Let me do a little 3 panorama. I'm in this empty lot right here on, I don't know what street this is. Look, I'm making the video. They say, so right now, they say, well, what are you doing out there like that, Top? What are you doing? I'm just saying to you. And I'm right here on Water Street in Calvert. What I'm saying to you is, tell your loved ones, before they come home from juvenile, before they come home from prison, tell your loved ones, before they do something to go to juvenile, before they do something to go to prison, tell your loved ones, your digital footprint is going to wipe out that lie that you're going to make your mother tell because she loves you. It's going to moot, squash, make nonsensical that lie that your pregnant wife going to tell for you, that you was home all night. All that shit is over with. All that shit is over with. It's done. All those lies that our loved ones could tell for us about where we was at to support or purport, P-U-R-P-O-R-T, an alibi, that shit is done, man. This shit don't even work no more. Why? Because everybody has a digital presence. And your digital presence, your digital footprint, your digital fingerprint is more important than your physical fingerprint. You know why? Even though people been using fingerprints for hundreds of years, or let's say decades, I don't know how long fingerprints been out. Even though they've been doing that, guess what? The jury still didn't really understand the technology or the use behind fingerprints. They knew that, yeah, you got his fingerprint, and then they say, well, what's a latent print? What's a partial print? What's a smudge print? People really didn't understand that. Juries from anywhere, they just really didn't understand that shit. But you know what they ain't gotta train juries on? They ain't gotta train them on the use of phones, texts, post on social media, what you look like even though we can't see your face. They don't have to train juries on that. You know why? Society, engagement, use of the technology, the phones, all that shit trains the jury. The juries that they select today are well aware of how technology works. That's why that lie that my loved one is willing to tell, be it my daughter, my fucking enemy, it doesn't matter. It gets wiped out. Why does it get wiped out? It gets wiped out simply because people understand technology, they use it. And they say, well, me and my co-defendant, me and the guy that they saying we did it together, we didn't even text each other. We had our phones off. Yeah. You know what happens then? That's when they know y'all together. See, it's digital. They know we together when we not communicating. Think. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm at this corner. I'm at the corner of Calvert and what street is this? Lombard, Calvert and Lombard Street, right? I'm gonna count the cameras, all right? Let me count the cameras. There's a camera right there, that's one. That's one right there. Then I'm gonna look and I'm gonna count another one. There's one up here, that's two cameras. Then I look over there, it's three cameras. I'm gonna look right there. It's two more cameras on that corner. It's 5 cameras here. I only walk 2 blocks. You got 5 cameras at this intersection of Calvert and what's the street again? Lombard, right? Yeah, 5 cameras. 1 block up the street where I was just at, it was 4 cameras or 5 cameras there. A block up further where the green light at, it's 11 cameras. So in the 2 block stretch, right? From this intersection, 2 blocks, it's 2 blocks. It's 5, it's 4, and it's 11. Let's do some math. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 11 is 20. It's 20 cameras in 2 blocks. Just a straight walk. 2 blocks. It's 20 cameras. And you're gonna call your family collect and say, I can't wait till I find out who told on me. I'ma get them. You must gonna commit suicide. You must gonna commit suicide. You're the star. You're gonna get the Grammy. They're gonna use you to talk about you because of your digital footprint, not your fingerprint. That shit is over with. That shit you see on CSI, all that shit about we can pull his fingerprint off of oil, we can get his fingerprint off a shark in the ocean. The shit is over with. It's not true. That's just good acting. They're gonna use your digital presence. That's how they're gonna get it. It's gonna be time stamped. It's gonna have your voice. They're gonna show your emotion. They don't even need to see your face. Oh, I'm gonna just put a hoodie on. Motherfucker, you could put a mask on. They don't need your face to present a case that is you. The shit is done. It's done. Anyway, it's your boy Talk Williams, host and creator what? Hip Hop 50. Subscribe to the channel, man. I gotta get some coffee. If you think I'm already talking crazy, wait to see what happens after I get this grande caramel macchiato up in me. Peace! Yeah.